Pop girls are dominating the music industry right now. Tate McRae, Addison Rae, Nessa Barrett, KATSEYE, Sabrina, even legacy names like BLACKPINK still shape how this industry works. They all have different sounds, different aesthetics, audiences, personal stories, and yet, when you watch their live performances, a strange pattern appears. Minimal clothing, highly sexualized staging, lip-syncing, or vocals so buried under backing tracks that live becomes a technicality. So the question isn't who's talented, the question is what is the industry reward right now. Йоп твою мать, що в мене на голові? Блін, я готувалась. 100 годин. Hi guys, my name is Nena and today we're gonna talk about why is everyone naked and lip-syncing on stage. Lately, I've been seeing so many content online with stars lip-syncing on stage. It's not just a loud backing track. It is the artist saying one line of the song and the rest is backing track and people still call it live and still are like, wow, so good, she's live, we can hear her voice. And I'm like, yes, but it's one line of the whole song. Get yourself some tea or coffee, stay cappuccinated. Let's slay. Lip-syncing. Let's define the term properly. According to the Cambridge Dictionary, lip-syncing is a practice in which performers pretend to be singing a song when in fact they're just moving their lips. This matters because the internet loves to blur definitions. People will say she sings over backing track, she's saving her voice, she's dancing hard, but pretending to sing live is not the same as performing live. And if pop music is now a visual product first, vocals naturally become secondary. The industry shifts from singers to performers. Pop music used to be vocal-centered, not performance-centered. Streaming platforms reward replay value, not technique or not how much of it is your actual voice. TikTok rewards short, shocking, visually stimulating moments, while touring is definitely about consistency and spectacle over raw sound. Labels don't ask, can you sing live for 2 hours? They ask, can you bring us money? Can you get people involved so much that they don't care about your vocal technique? And the fastest way to trend is sex appeal, choreography, controlled perfection, zero room for vocal mistake. Which means live singing is risky and lip singing is safe. It's safer to show a bunch of unstoppable visually perfect performances while neglecting the live vocals than to make overall picture less appealing because you're just focused on the vocals. Of course, that's the case if we are talking about a situation where a singer is either not naturally gifted enough to sing perfectly all the time or hasn't had enough practice to do so. Let's look at Tate McRae. Tate McRae often is praised for her stage presence, rightfully so. She is a dancer, trained, sharp, and physically impressive, but her performances are built around constant movement, heavy breathing, and intense choreography in extremely minimal outfits. That combination makes full live vocals almost impossible, so the performance becomes about body control, not voice control, and the audience is trained to accept that. If we are being serious, her performances are actually very complex, and there are countless of them. Whenever I go to TikTok, there is a video of Tate McRae performing. Realistically, she can't completely turn off the backing track and do 100% of her performance live, while dancing choreography like that at the same time. And here the choice is ours. Many people say they go to her shows not expecting strong vocals, but because they know there will be something hot, naked, and energetic. She is 100% performer and maybe not 100% singer. Here our opinions might differ, so I'm waiting for yours in the comments. Addison Rae, a visual product, not a vocal one. Addison Rae didn't come from music, she came from virality. Her performances rely almost entirely on image, branding, and sometimes choreography. Vocals are not the selling point and they are not even pretending to be. This matters because it shows how low the barrier to become viral even as a singer, not just a TikToker, has become. You don't need vocal excellence, you need attention. You need your body out in lingerie, quite literally panties and bra, and a nice hairstyle. I am not slut-shaming this woman, I am talking about the pattern that y'all keep rewarding over and over again. At first, her performances in terms of vocals were objectively bad. Now it's definitely better, she improved. There is actually a noticeable improvement, but the problem is not how specifically Addison Rae sings, but what allowed her to get this far. 15 million monthly listeners on Spotify, a performance on Jimmy Fallon in 2021, invitations to different shows and collaborations with these vocals. Yes, Addison Rae gained incredible popularity in 2020 through TikTok, but all of this happened with her specifically as a music artist. Is this really the standard? Is this really enough? When it comes to BLACKPINK, lip syncing is not an occasional slip. It is a built-in part of their performance structure. Across tours, festivals, and stages, their vocals are often led with loud backing tracks or fully pre-recorded lines. This isn't necessarily because they're incapable of singing live, but because the show prioritizes visual consistency over vocal authenticity. With intense choreography, constant movement, and outfits that restrict breath support, live singing becomes a risk rather than a requirement. The industry solution is simple: pre-record the vocals and deliver a flawless visual product. Now, if you think about it, in this case, they would be supposed to give their all in every aspect except vocals, right? But even here, questions arise. On their 2025 tour deadline that is still ongoing, Jennie and Rosa have repeatedly faced controversy for lazy performances. With Jennie, the conversation around lip syncing shifts from strategy to perception. Unlike artists whose heavy choreography clearly justifies vocal support, Jennie often performs with minimal movement while still relying heavily on backing tracks or pre-recorded vocals. To many viewers, it doesn't read as vocal preservation. It reads as indifference because it's been happening for too long. Their previous tour in 2022, their current tour that goes into 2026, almost every time she gives us this. When an artist appears relaxed, barely moving, yet still doesn't sing live, their performance starts to feel low effort. Isn't it really disrespectful to your audience? As a solo artist, Lisa, one of the members, has also faced a lot of controversy around lip syncing. Rightfully so. We have clips from her 2024 performances where she opens mouth, but it doesn't match the sound that people are hearing, you know? In my opinion, I'm not gonna say it, sorry. I'm gonna get cancelled by Bling. Okay, I will say a little bit in the end of the video. Stay tuned. This is lip tune. Period. Yeah. Soon. What makes BLACKPINK's lip syncing especially influential is that how normalized it is across their fandom and in the industry in general. Their audience has learned to accept and often defend the idea that not singing fully live is professional, strategic, or even necessary. Criticism is dismissed with explanations like they're dancing, they're saving their vocals, or everyone does it. And that's exactly the point. Everyone does it because groups like BLACKPINK have showed that, yeah, you can give this level of performance at your concerts and you will still do well. And it's not like it affected their fan base or reputation at all. They're doing quite well. And the audience unintentionally comes to a conclusion. Maybe you don't sing live, but we have something to look at. After all, you're performing in this outfit, and these outfits don't make us think about your vocal technique. This is the entertainment we came for, and this is good, but not necessary. What do you guys think about BLACKPINK's performances, especially their live singing? I would also like to hear your opinion specifically about Jennie and her performances. Stay till the end of this video, I will say mine. It will be bare and honest. Get ready. SZA is often placed in a different category from pop performers, and for good reason. She's not sold as a dancer, a visual spectacle, or a hyper-polished pop product. Her image is rooted in vulnerability, honesty, and lyrical intimacy. Fans kinda connect to her because she feels imperfect, that is real. That's exactly why conversations about her live performances matter more, not less. With SZA, the conversation around lip syncing often gets protected by emotion and reputation. Fans always say, it's still her voice, it's just recorded, come on guys. As if that somehow solves the issue. But again, that completely misses the point. SZA's music is built on vulnerability, imperfection, on emotional presence and all of that, which is exactly why pre-recorded vocals feel so contradictory on stage. When the voice is locked in, polished, and risk-free, the emotional tension just disappears. You're not watching someone feel the song in real time, you're watching them opening their mouths to the memory of it. And no matter how beautiful the recording is, it still can never replace the rawness, the realness that live singing is supposed to bring. Fans defend it because they confuse emotional attachment with performance quality. They hear a familiar voice and assume authenticity, but authenticity isn't about who recorded the vocal, it's about when and how it's delivered. When we accept recorded emotion as live expression, we stop asking artists to be present, and we just quietly accept the performance that is polished, controlled, and basically lip-synced. To be honest, we get used to eating up and slowly it becomes a norm. I'm personally a casual listener of SZA. I like some of her songs. Why did I have to sing it? I have never thought about whether SZA lip syncs or fully sings live, but when making this video I came across a lot of TikToks and a lot of content when SZA is being accused of lip sync, and I thought it's something interesting to talk about. If there are SZA fans who's watching me, let me know what do you think about it. Do you see a problem here? You know who we're gonna talk about next? Make your guesses. All I want for Christmas is you. Mariah Carey is an icon whose voice and career are recognized worldwide. From her ballads to the ultimate holiday classic All I Want for Christmas Is You, every song is a hit. Her talent and vocal control are legendary, and that is why any discussion about her performances immediately brings credibility and perspective, especially when it comes to live singing versus lip syncing. Mariah Carey is often used as ultimate defense for lip syncing. She's got nothing to prove, she's saving her voice for the studio, or basically she is a legend. And in her case, those arguments actually make sense. To a point. Mariah's voice has already been documented, studied, and proven beyond doubt. Decades of live performances, raw vocals, and historic recordings exist. When she lip syncs now, it may be because her voice is an instrument that has gone through extreme technical demands for years. Protecting it is logical. The problem starts when her situation is used to justify lip syncing for artists who have never proven themselves live in the first place. Mariah's choice comes from a lifetime of vocal risk. For many new performers, lip syncing replaces that risk entirely. As I see it, yes, Mariah Carey is allowed to save her voice, but that doesn't mean the standard that she earned should be automatically applied to every other artist. Guys, I hope you got some tea because now we're gonna talk about her. Taylor Swift is in a league of her own when it comes to live performances. She combines moments of lip syncing with live vocals seamlessly, especially during massive 3-hour shows packed with choreography, costume changes, and staging. Fans often defend her with exact same line. That show is 3 hours long. Give her a break. And I'm laughing not because it doesn't make sense, I'm laughing because it's quite literally the exact same line under every video where she's accused of lip syncing. This makes sense. Performing at that level, maintaining energy and keeping the show flawless for hours is physically and vocally exhausting. Lip syncing in certain moments isn't about laziness or lack of talent. It's a tool to preserve her voice and ensure that overall performance remains spectacular from start to finish. Taylor's approach shows that strategic use of playback can coexist with genuine live singing, and that sometimes context matters more than perfection. I was a little bit scared to talk about Taylor Swift because I know how massive her fandom is, and I've heard some bad things about the fandom. If you're a Swiftie, I'm sorry, it's not specifically about you, but I've heard the fandom is a little bit aggressive. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I just felt like we have to talk about Taylor here too. What is the saddest thing for me is that in many cases, until their artist accidentally dropped the microphone or puts it down a little earlier than they should, you actually believe that they are really singing live. KATSEYE, SZA, and many more. Even if it seems you can hear their voice, their vocal cracks, vocal imperfections, it's all pre-recorded. That video from KATSEYE concert made me realize that, and I was like, let's just watch it. From what I see, she tries to change the note. It doesn't work out. It sounds bad. She starts laughing. She puts her microphone down earlier than she should. And her voice, that same imperfect voice with cracks, keeps playing. I think that's like lip syncing. It's so sad. Fans don't come for this, do they? This note change can also be lip synced. I feel like I sound like a broken record, and like it was so obvious to many of you, but I just found it out and I'm like, no, I only believe in Cheese Atlantic. Let's move on from this yapping session. Looking at artists from Tate McRae and Addison Rae to BLACKPINK, Jennie, SZA, and even Mariah Carey, it's clear the industry rewards image, spectacle, and perfection over vocal raw talent. Lip syncing isn't a scandal, it is a tool to deliver flawless performances under impossible expectations. Fans defend it with it's still their voice, but performing live is about presence, emotion, and a little bit of risk. Quality qualities that playback can never replicate. Oh wait, it actually can. Pop music today prioritizes visuals and marketability over authenticity. Unless audiences demand more than perfect packaged illusions, this cycle will continue. The real question isn't just who is performing, it's what we are rewarding when we cheer for them. And you know, here I put myself in the shoes of someone who buys tickets to actually go to a concert. Would I sit in a stadium and be like, oh my god, she missed her line, give me my money back? No, I wouldn't. I would 100% get the energy and have a good time at a concert by Tate, KATSEYE and SZA, even if not every word of every song is performed live. But if it reaches the level of Jennie, I'll be honest with you, I would ask my money back. I'm gonna be yapping about Jennie right now. If you're not ready, you better skip this. It's not gonna end well for your mental health. Jennie has been performing like this for years. Jennie can perform well when she wants to. She is not stable though, and that's the problem. When you are on tour, you can't decide that, okay, I'm gonna put 100% in this city and give 0 in this city. It's very disrespectful to your audience, because your audience, they do pay money to see you. They come with expectations. It's not like they're asking you for something you're not supposed to give them. No, they pay money to see a performance, to see the full members dancing and giving their best. Sometimes you are more energetic, other times you're less energetic, but Jennie, she isn't stable at all. And it's like a casino a little bit. Yeah, I'm coming to concert, I'm traveling from Ukraine to like Paris to see BLACKPINK, and I'm just gonna be praying that Jennie gives me what I paid for there, you know? You can say whatever, but the amount of disrespect that she allegedly has, in my opinion, subjective, is insane. Leave your opinions in the comments. I'm really excited to read them. In reality, there are many more examples. Nessa Bart, Sabrina Carpenter, Madison Beer, all of them faced controversy for lip syncing. But I don't want to make this video too long, I just hope you enjoyed it. Guys, let me ask you, if an artist looks amazing, dances perfectly, but sings 0 of their own vocals live, is that still a concert or just an expensive music video? Deep down, how many of you actually care if the voice isn't live as long as everything looks pretty? Thank you guys for watching. It was Nana. I really enjoyed making this video. I hope you enjoyed it too. I don't know, just Merry Christmas, guys. I just wanted to say thank you again. I think we have such a cute community on this channel. I think it's really valuable to like connect with people across the world. No, I sound so corny. Oh, but I really think so, I swear. It's just so cute to hear your I don't know, I don't want to get too corny, I don't want to be too sweet. And if you're not subscribed, think about it, bro, you're missing out a lot. I have so many interesting videos. Put thumbs up to this video, it will greatly help the channel and the video. You can't imagine how this one action helps, it really does. Thank you.